you love to make music, but you're struggling to get your songs to sound loud on every system, we're going to be looking at two of the most popular plugins that mixing engineers and producers put on their master bus. The first one we're going to look at is the God Particle by Cradle, and the second one we're going to look at is Master Plan by Muzik Hack. And at the end, we're going to see how they both stack against Ozone 11. So if you've been looking to buy either the God Particle or the Master Plan and you're wondering if they're worth your hard-earned cash, well, hopefully you're going to have the answer at the end of this video. Let's jump in. As you can see on my screen, I've pulled up iZotope Insight. I'm going to aim for a loudness target of -9 LUFS. And I've pulled a unreleased EDM track of mine that has both vocals, drums, bass. So I thought this was a good example to use to show you how these plugins work. We can probably push to -7, -6, but for this example, I think -9 is sufficient. So with that being said, let's toggle on the God Particle first, and then let's look at the Master Plan. If I disengage this and bypass it, we're somewhere around -16. Let's put it in at the part that it kicks in. And you could see the attenuation that it has done on each of those bands. So I'm going to bounce this track so then we can use it in the comparison. And next, let's look at the Master Plan. Actually hitting -8.5 LUFS here, so let's go a little bit down on that loudness. So I'm going to bounce this, and then I'm going to do a very quick master just using Ozone 11, and then we're going to A/B test the God Particle Master Plan, and then we're going to compare it against Ozone. All right, so I've pulled up Ozone 11, and I'll just quickly walk through some of the processing that I'm doing. So I have a dynamic EQ that's only on the mids, and for this one, I'm rolling off some of the lows and the highs, but I'm dynamically toggling them up if a threshold is hit. Next, I have Dynamics module, which is a multi-band compression. You can see here my values. I also have the exciter. So for this, I'm doing some tape saturation pretty much across the board. Stabilizer, which is a spectral EQ, and I'm using that just to cut. So it's going to do some spectral EQ cuts based off of an EDM profile. So I'm letting Ozone basically just do its thing here rather than me adding some dynamic filters, and clarity as well to add some tone shaping and dynamic spectral changes to my sound. Imager for my stereo width processing, and lastly maximizer. I have it set to -0.5 decibels. I'm doing a little bit of soft clipping, and I'm using their crisp algorithm. So there's various algorithms that Ozone has, and I'm using the crisp one. So let's see what it sounds like. Lights go down. Do you even know if I'm even around? And I have fun. Lights it made me blind. I'm losing my mind. so I've pulled up MetricAB, and what I've done is I've gain matched all of the tracks against the version with Ozone. So by default on A is going to be our Ozone version, and on B it's going to be either the God Particle version or the master plan version. As you can see here, the God Particle version was rolled back negative 1.1 decibels, and the master plan version was rolled back negative 0.4 decibels by MetricAB in order to ensure that the overall loudness is the same for all three versions. So let's start to compare the tracks.
Galaxy, the universe, tried everything to make it work, but we can't stop. No, we can't stop the sky from falling. Lights go down. Do you even know if I'm even around? And I have found that you made me blind. I'm losing my mind.
And as you can see there, the difference is actually very, very subtle. So these plugins are quite capable of giving you an overall loud sounding mix without the need for multiple modules. But you don't always have to use them as a standalone. If you'd like, you could use something like Ozone. And I'm going to disable my maximizer. And we're going to run the song through Ozone. And then we're going to go through Master Plan. And now Master Plan is going to be our maximizer, let's say, but it's doing additional saturation on top of what Ozone is already doing. So I pulled up MetricAB again, and let's compare the Ozone plus Master Plan against just Master Plan as a standalone. And I've gain matched it again. You can see it's negative 0.1 now. And let's compare the two tracks.
Galaxy, the universe, tried everything to make it work, but we can't stop. No, we can't stop the sky from falling. Lights go down. Do you even know if I'm even around? And I have found that you made me blind. I'm losing my mind.
I'm actually surprised how much I like that version. I think the Ozone plus Master Plan sounded really good. Let's do a same comparison against the God Particle versus God Particle with Ozone.
Galaxy, the universe, tried everything to make it work, but we can't stop. No, we can't stop the sky from falling. Lights go down. Do you even know if I'm even around? And I have found that you made me blind. I'm losing my mind.
All right, well, there you have it. I actually really like how that sounds as well. So you can see that both the God Particle and the Master Plan are solid solutions for either using them as standalone plugins on your master bus or adding them in addition to other processing. Likely, if you are mixing your songs, you will probably do additional processing, but you can see just how powerful these are even all by themselves. So if you've been wondering, can these plugins get my songs to sound loud at the same time still sound clear? I hope this helped you in your search. And as always, I hope this inspired you to go and make some music. Peace.